South Florida looks flawless on Instagram. You got yachts sliding right down the intercoastal, palm trees leaning over turquoise waters, and then you also have rooftop parties that feel straight out of a movie. But there's also one part that you don't really see and no one really talks about. The insurance bills that feel like another mortgage. Then you got the traffic on I-95 that really makes you question your sanity almost every afternoon. And getting stuck at a drawbridge while iguanas are just sitting there tanning on the seawall and you're already late for work. I watch it play out every single day here in South Florida. The dream and the reality literally running side by side. So that begs the question, is South Florida really as good as it looks? Or is it all smoke and mirrors? Stick with me because we're about to break it all down. We're gonna talk about the dream, the doubts, and one shift that's changing everything about living here in South Florida. Now, everybody always says South Florida is perfect. Now, they're not wrong. Think about it. We got the beaches, the yachts, the constant buzz and energy, but is it still as good as the hype makes it out to be right now? The truth is, the story is a little bit more layered. Streets are transforming, cranes are filling the skyline everywhere, and neighborhoods that felt familiar 5 years ago are completely different today. Like the neighborhoods when I was growing up and in high school, completely changed. Now, you add in the traffic, that'll definitely test your patience, insurance that'll make your budget squirm a little bit, and the little quirks that nobody really puts on social media, like waiting on a drawbridge while the iguanas are baking in the sun and you're pissed off because you're gonna be late to yet another meeting. Now, this isn't just hype or hate, just the real story I wanna give you guys, because even with the chaos, people keep moving here. Why though? The lifestyle, the opportunity, and the vibe are unmatched. And the kicker, the hype isn't random. There's a reason behind it. And one shift in particular is rewriting the entire playbook. To see it, we've got to back up a little bit. South Florida didn't become the hottest spot in the country overnight, even though it could seem like it. The boom came from literally a perfect storm. We have people escaping high-tax states, chasing year-round sun. I mean, it's the perfect day-to-day, and wanting that waterfront lifestyle. Then you add in no state income tax and the pandemic relocation wave, and suddenly Miami and Fort Lauderdale were no longer just vacation spots. They became complete relocation magnets for everyone, from tech CEOs to finance execs to international buyers and even young families and remote workers. You could see it. Developers like Related Group filled the horizon with luxury towers, marinas expanding for bigger yachts. I mean, some of these boats back here in Fort Lauderdale are bigger and more expensive than some of the houses. Then you got neighborhoods that are completely changing. Think about it. You walk down Las Olas and you can feel the shift. Newcomers and locals blending, energy in the air like never before. But growth does have a price at the end of the day. Housing costs have shot up, insurance definitely followed, and traffic has slowed to a crawl in most places. Locals definitely feel the squeeze. And for newcomers, it really became about deciding if the lifestyle payoff was really worth the higher entry costs. It was no longer the super affordable place that it once was. And that's exactly where my team steps in. We live and breathe these trade-offs every single day, helping people like you figure out where the dream actually lines up with your lifestyle. All of our information is on the screen and down below. You can call us, text us, or email us anytime. Now, most people stop at just the surface. They see the cranes and the condos and think, really, that's the whole story. That's South Florida right there. But the version you've seen 1,000 times online and social media is really just one side of South Florida. It's time to pull back the curtain. When you think of South Florida, what's the first thing that comes to mind? You definitely probably don't picture insurance bills, traffic, or hurricanes. Probably picture that bad boy, the beach. You see turquoise waters right along A1A, boats drifting through the canals, and brunch spilling out on the sidewalks, all while rooftops are buzzing until sunrise. And here's the thing, that part's 1000% real. The beaches here are world-class, constantly packed, and nightlife really does run until sunrise. I have some friends that won't come home until 6 or 7 in the morning. I don't know how they do that. Now, the weekends genuinely feel like mini vacations. We truly live in paradise and are blessed. Mornings on the beach, afternoons on the boat, I personally prefer the boat, and dinner under palm trees at night. It's the kind of lifestyle that makes someone in a snowstorm Google flights immediately. I really don't know how people live in the cold. I could never do it, just visit. But I wanna know, what's your South Florida dream? Are you dreaming about the beaches, the boating, nightlife, the parks and outdoor activities? Drop it in the comments and let me know. Now here's the twist. That postcard life is only one half of the story. Behind the beach shots and the boat photos are realities that no one really shows you. And if you don't know about them before you move, they can hit harder than you think. Now, the glossy version skips the unglamorous parts. You have insurance bills that feel like another mortgage, property taxes that sting even without any state income tax. And then homes here have history. It's not just gray boxes and cookie cutter, but roofs do need to be replaced, seawalls slowly start wearing down, and AC units start grinding through the summer. We keep the AC on all year round here. Now, sunshine feels amazing, don't get me wrong, until you're patching a roof in August or replacing something corroded by salt air or just sweating your butt off like I am today. And the crowds, in the winter, it feels like half the Northeast decided to all come down here at once. I-95 is a standstill, brunch has a wait list, and locals are outside with their schedules and trying to dodge traffic every single day. The good news, none of this has to blindside you. Smart buyers run insurance quotes before ever falling in love with a house or even an area. Locals know which neighborhoods sit high and dry and which ones flood after one storm or just a little bit of rain. With the right prep, it's definitely manageable. And that's what we do every single day. We help people just like you guide you through all the hidden costs, the quirks, and the trade-offs so that you end up in a home that actually fits you, your lifestyle, and your budget. Our info is on the screen and down below if you want to chat. And here's the kicker. Instead of scaring people off, all these realities just shifted the map. The real question isn't, are people moving here? It's, where are they going now? Here's what might surprise you. It's not just newcomers who are moving. Locals are actually shuffling around a little bit too. People who once loved Brickell or downtown Fort Lauderdale are now cashing out and heading for a little bit more space. They're moving out west. Then you think about Boca and Delray Beach, which is its own beast within itself. Coral Springs, maybe even Pompano. I'm super bullish on Pompano. We're actually calling it Pampa Yes. Then for the price of a Miami condo, you can actually land in a single family house with a yard for your dog, a driveway, and a garage, and much fewer HOA rules, if no HOA. Families want schools and backyard space. Dog owners like myself want grass instead of elevators. Dallas would love a backyard. And plenty of people are over the valet parking just to go ahead and get groceries. It's not just about the cost anymore. It's about the pace and the lifestyle. Downtown is energetic and electric, but it can definitely wear you out. In Delray, you hit Atlantic Ave for dinner, then head back home into a quiet neighborhood that actually feels like home, and it's only a couple minutes away. Honestly, most people have a golf cart. The market, it's definitely cooled a little bit, but it never crashed. Rates reset expectations, but builders kept on building and demand kept spreading and creeping up. Luxury towers, still selling. Suburban homes, definitely moving quick. That's the real shift. The hype didn't just completely vanish, it fractured. It's just showing up in different places now. South Florida isn't a fad, it's actually doubling down. You could see it driving through Miami, Fort Lauderdale, or even West Palm. The skyline is full of cranes. Luxury brands are staking claims, and even hotels are converting into condos. You should see everything that's happening in Pompano. I'm telling you, Pompano is the next big thing. But culture keeps expanding. Wynwood went from murals to tech offices and coffee shops buzzing midweek. And don't worry, there's still everything nightlife there. Then Las Olas is stacked with new restaurants. West Palm's waterfront is a full-blown destination now. Downtown West Palm is completely transforming. That's not just hype, it's permanent. And you see the shifts every day. And the relocators, they're definitely still flowing in. Families from New York, Chicago, California, even Texas. They're buying more than just homes. They're buying options. Want high-rise city living? Done, we got it. Want a backyard and a dock? Easy. Want some space? We also have that too. That flexibility is South Florida's real edge. You can run fast in the city, ease into Delray, or split the difference in Victoria Park or Coral Springs. Few places let you live that many lifestyles in one region, all within about 20 to 30 minutes. So the question isn't if South Florida keeps rising, it's whether this lifestyle fits you and your family. So is the hype real? If the lifestyle matches you, 1000%. If you want 300 days of sunshine, morning runs on the beach, like what I did this morning, weekends out on the boat, and food that feels global all within one block, this place definitely delivers. However, it's not without its quirks, just like anywhere else. Insurance is a little bit higher, older homes do need some work, and traffic will definitely test your patience. Come in expecting an endless vacation, and you might be disappointed. Come in eyes wide open, and the payoff is huge. Honestly, I've seen it firsthand. We had clients trading New York apartments, that city life, big energy, for a home in Fort Lauderdale right there on the water. Honestly, my dream. Now their mornings start with coffee right on the dock in the backyard instead of subway rides, and they'll tell you it's worth every single trade-off. That South Florida lifestyle definitely delivers. Now, that's the truth. South Florida isn't polished. It's alive and evolving. And people who thrive here aren't chasing perfection. What they're chasing is energy, variety, and lifestyle at the end of the day. So yeah, for sun seekers, boaters, outdoor adventurers, and anyone wanting a vibrant life, the hype 1000% holds up and lives up to it. The only real question left is, where do you start? Now here's the takeaway. The hype is real if it matches the life that you're really after. And if you're sitting here thinking, that would 100% be me. Mornings on the water, nights in the city, or just some sunshine in my own backyard. I actually have a backyard now. That's where my team comes in. We help people make this move every single day. From families swapping commutes for coastal mornings, to couples leaving condos for homes with some space to breathe and a backyard for their dog. I know my dog is craving a backyard. All of our information is in the description and on the screen. You can call us, text us, or email us anytime. We'd love to connect and help you and your family in any way possible. And don't stop here. I've got a full playlist breaking down the neighborhoods, the costs, and what day-to-day life really looks like here in South Florida. Click it right now to keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next video.